what it is and what it's gonna be like puzzle pieces. Honey, I'm as new to this motherhood slash adult thing, all right? And with that being said, I got some questions. I got some questions. Because some of these things just don't be adding up to me, okay? 'Cause I know I'm country. I'm from Zawala, Louisiana. I know I'm a country bumpkin. But some of these things don't be adding up together. Why when you call these bill people to get an extension on a payment or a bill, they ask you if you can borrow their money from a family member or a friend? What kind of question is that? Who are you to be asking that question? I got a problem with it. I do. I very much do have a problem with that. Somebody needs to update the rules and the policies, because what kind of question is that? You don't ask nobody that. You done went from dabbling in my business, because I know you got to dabble up in there so you can see why you ain't getting your payment, but you went from dabbling to in my business, and I got a problem with that. And I can tell y'all must not be thinking before y'all open up y'all mouth, because if I could borrow the money, do you think that I would borrow it and then give it to you, and I could just borrow that money and use it for something else and get an extension from you to pay the bill when I got the money? Do you really, please make sense when you're talking to me, because you really done piss me off. And listen, y'all know I only got a piece of common sense, okay? And that question, it do something to that piece that I got. It really do something to it. You're supposed to be in there click-clacking and see if you can give me an extension. And let me just say this. A lot of times, they think, I work the customer service, okay? I worked in there. I know what it's like behind the phone on the computer and stuff. Oh, let me get my manager and then put me on hold for 5 minutes. I know you ain't gonna get your manager. I know you put me on hold, sat there, notated the account, probably drunk something out your little Yeti cup, and then got back on the phone time. Well, can you borrow from somebody? And then I tell you no and try my best not to go out. And then you go and do a little click, 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 click. Let me talk to my manager and come back and say, oh, yes, ma'am, I can give you the extension for such, 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 such. Oh, really? I'm going to fix that. Next time I get asked that, I'm going to say, can I borrow it from you? What y'all think they going to say? But y'all hold the line, and I'll talk to y'all later.